This is a post-new moon, Asterical alignment reports, and pin out these energies here in your map by dissension, by evolution, depending on what arena they play out, it, they are going through for you in your maps is how it play out. This is collective read, you know, non-Ptolemaic aspects, spherical alignments, you know, those are more accurate, expanded upon, and viewed through a personal one-on-one read. My information is in the description. Okay, so if you got any inquiries that you're not vibing with, like transmit up in this 9th and 11th space, hit me up in my email, BethAGooseMoon27@gmail.com. Um, you know, or like, or if that be synchronous, we tuned in, won't be inquiry in the chat, go ahead, or just straight a comment on this 9th and 11th space. And so, let's get into it because we got quite a few. We got two major like hysterical transitions happening this rotation. Okay, first had Uranus speeding back up, aka I know going direct. Uranus still be in the post-shell phase for a while. See, when the air planets speed back up, they be in a post-shell phase for a while, and same with the pre-shell phase. And we also had the nodes shift into the Taurus Scorpio axis. Yes, still on the North Node, still on the Gemini Taurus cusp till reach 27 degrees Taurus, and South Node still be on the Scorpio Sag cusp until South Node reach 27 degrees Scorpio. See, a cusp is the last 3 degrees of a space experience and the first 3 degrees of the next. The red degree is 29th degree. Okay. Now, let's get to it. Okay. Yeah, moon curling Leo. It's a waning moon in Leo. So, yeah. Okay. Now, upcoming, this first alignment have upcoming at 10:04 a.m. UT. That breaks into 5, which is alchemy, magic, creation, conflict. That Mercury slowed down. Yes, Mercury slowed down again, aka what they call retrograde. But see, the thing is that the thing is about the slowdowns is exactly what they is. So like that, that's why they appear to be going in retrograde motion because we're still going the same speed, but the energy that appear to be in retrograde motion, moving slow, it's akin to this. Like okay, you and another car on the street or on the highway and stuff like that. Okay, that car coming to a stop and slowing down before you do. AK, when you look over, it appears like that car is moving backwards because you're still moving forward at the same speed. So, and that's how it goes. Now, that being said, Mercury slow down, sextile, Chiron, Aries. Okay, Mercury is previous degree, and Mercury is in Aquarius. So, like, previous degree of receiving from the multiverse, the maintenance of frequency, security, the guide, the awareness, and the crux of what to manifest in 3D. Sextile and Chiron, Aries. Chiron, Aries. Is out of this post-shell phase. You know, so Chiron is Chiron marching forth. You know, bandaging no wounds on the go, because Chiron's still on the warfield. When Chiron was slowed down, stuff like that. That's time where Chiron could see like who shot them, how they got shot, type of bullet, type of gun that's coming from. Time to bandage up them head wounds, his head wounds, get the blood out his eyes, stuff like that. Chiron moving direct speed. Chiron ain't got time for that. You know, Chiron still got healing war going, but yet at the same time, still got to patch up those war wounds or bad wounds on the movement, on the march, you know. But since, even though Chiron is in Aries, so like they said, Chiron, so Chiron still gonna be of healing, but the healing comes through more of, leadership, leadership, like showing others. When Chiron is in fire, come through showing others, like, you know, how to heal, and therefore end up, healing others. Chiron, still Chiron still gonna be, you know, the war. Chiron Aries still gonna be a warrior, like, defending others. That's how to heal others, stand up for others, but also stand up for yourself, especially. That's how you heal Chiron Aries. So like that, like when you really stand up for yourself and stuff like that, and by that, being even though you hurt, wounded, you know, you got a bandage on your head, you just had wiped the blood out your eyes, stuff like that. Even though you hurt and wounded, stuff like that, the fact that you still marching on, fighting that war, is how you end up healing yourself and others, stuff like that. So that's an opportunity to manifest that healing by just being receptive in tune with your own, like, individual frequencies, like, okay, at 9:27 a.m. UT, okay, that breakdown to 18, which break down 9, wisdom, gnosis, and completion. Okay, moon opposite charcoal. Now charcoal is, the healing taken through personal space for the future generations, because she was Chiron's divine feminine, the mother of his children and stuff like that. So as the future generations come from. Um, and of course with Chiron, being busy with healing, teaching, healing others and stuff like that, she in the of course being of that space and stuff like that. Because Chiron was busy with his own, like, healing processes, either of himself or the other. Chiron also the astrologer, the master astrologer. So therefore, okay, that moon opposite that is a Wayne moon in Leo. So like, Wayne moon Leo, it's a bit of a Wayne on, like, maintaining, the vibe, to maintain spiritual security is a little bit on the wane and stuff like that. So it's not as much a tussle, not as much the balance now. If Luna is in harmonious aspect to Saturn, Uranus, including and excluding Uranus, because Uranus does what he does, follow the sky, the originator, anything goes. And Pluto, then, it'd be more like, okay, it, you won't be you won't be up on stage. You vibe will be up on stage, being seen, being sitting on that throne, being seen, stuff like that. You not really vibe with taking your personal space, like, maintain your freedom and security. You just won't be seen. Um, Luna and hard aspect to Saturn, Uranus, including and excluding Uranus, and Pluto. It's more like, okay, like, Uranus, well, even hard aspect, Uranus side flip things that way, stuff like that. Like, yeah, you definitely vibe being seen and stuff like that, and it happen, but not in the ways you want to. But it'd be more time of, you crystallizing that personal space to heal. Okay, at 15:07 a.m. UT, that breaks down the 13 breakdown fold foundation. So Lilith, Trine, Narcissus in the Libra. So That's ultimately, being charmed by, your own reflection, like rejecting romantic advances, you know, le- leaving those who leaving those who want that type of energy for you to have to compromise. Libra, and right now Libra, compromise with and just maintain and being in harmony and peace and harmony with being echo. See, because like thing about narcissist and echo, like echo, she faded away to all that was left was her echoing voice. you know because she wanted love, and he wasn't trying to get to it. He was enamored with his own reflection in the pond. So that being said, Lilith Trinidad, that's the gift of the wild, untamed femme, which nurtures the void through those frenzy shifts. Swords pulled out, unsheathed. She, yeah, she really swung those swords. So that being said, it's like, like thinking and speaking and listening in, tuning in, reading, writing, really about just flowing with your daggone self and your reflection. Gemini it's too more so Gemini in that pump. Okay, at um 15:26 p.m. UT. Okay, that breaks down to 14, which is 5. Magic, alchemy, creation, conflict. Okay, Uranus speeds back up. Uranus still being post-shower phase, stuff like that. So, but still like, trees kinda sort of still getting rooted, but nah, not really no more stuff like that. What done already fell down, and where it stay, this more time to receive illumination, strategize about what to do with the trees. Can you repair them? Okay. Or do you got to dispose of them? Can you splice them? Or whatever and stuff like that, like, things are being like in the way to make way for, like, clearing out what done got ruined now. You know, but still it's the flip it, so that ground shake earthquake, man. That's all I gotta say. The flip it just don't maintain your 3D security. That's all I gotta say. Slow, like slow rumbling, tectonic plate, slow rumbling, but because Uranus, it's like it's starting to speed back up. So, but still, okay, at 18:49 p.m. UT, that break down to 22, which break down for foundation and structure. Okay, the nodes are shifting into the Taurian Scorpion space of experience. The Taurus Scorpio axis still on the cusp. So it's like, yeah, frequency shifts, you know, Gemini Taurus axis, frequency shifts, to like maintain 3D security, a way to ascend forward. Even if that security has to do with the immaterial, it's about resources like internal, external talents and gifts. But if it's taking place in your water, air or fire rings and stuff like that. That has to do more with the immaterial, like, wire rings, vibrational security, like connections you can count on, um, you know, air rings, relationships, harmonies, balances, you gotta maintain those frequencies, and the fire rings is like inspiration. First has, of course, the self, so like if it take place in your first house, being more secure with the self. But okay, but since since North Node gonna be in Taurus, it's maintaining. Like, yeah, there's still time to shift things over while on the cusp. But same time, with North Node, we twin 7 degree Taurus. Yeah, if stuff ain't got like stabilized by whatever fits in place by then, be fits in. I'm telling you, unless Uranus gonna hit the North Node, no, no. Um, okay, then South Node moving to Scorpio, so that's that Lindsay or vibe, that Scorpio Sag, cause so same time, like you ain't cleared out, you ain't blazed through, cleared out, burned and purified like those um those vibrational connections you was maintaining for your security. This point, you still got time till South Node reach twin 7 degrees Scorpio. Um, like I said, unless Uranus hits the nodes in alignment, if you ain't cleared that stuff out, and time to get out that cuss is gonna be fixed in place. So yeah, I appreciate tuning in. Peace, love, Gnosis. Okay, at um 20:39 p.m. UT. Okay, that breakdown to 14. It equals to 5. Magic, creation, alchemy, conflict. Okay, moon opposite Mercury. I say Mercury is slowed down in Aquarius. So, I already expanded on that. But with moon opposites, so like that, like waning moon and Leo, so the vibe of how we maintain spiritual security, it's at tussle with the frequencies we trying to receive and maintain and flip out box on and stuff like that. At and we reflect the back of that previous degree of like innovative frequencies. So but I also think Chris a lot of Saturn, Uranus. But since it's a waning moon, ain't gonna be as much a tussle or opposition, stuff like that. Now now that's speaking on that aspect of big three heavy here is like moon harmonious aspect Saturn, Uranus, including or excluding Uranus or Pluto. Then yeah, it's like you gonna be trying to maintain your spiritual security. Like you not really, the tussle gonna be more apparent about like, you know, about like reflecting or maintain those original like innovative frequencies back at that degree, but reflecting on and kind of receiving but crux of 3D because Mercury slowed down at like Jupiter. Lunar hard aspect to be a 3 heavy here is like even Uranus sometimes still come through, but just not in the way you want. It's flip in your favor, but it's not gonna be pleasant. Um, you know, it's more being able to reflect and receive rather than just trying to show out. rather than just be more concerned about the throne or the stage and stuff like that, and actually like, actually being those frequencies. And at 1:11 a.m. UT. Okay, that breaks in three: wisdom, expansion, and experience. Moon square Uranus. So, with that being said, yeah, you know, the vibe how you maintain spiritual security, that shit gonna be flipped based on what's going on with the ground, based on movement and tectonic plates and the shaking up of the ground. So it's like, okay, whatever, whatever you comfortable being seen for, showing, like maintain awareness on and stuff like that. It's going to shake her because that tussle. It's like you sit on that throne, stuff like that. But the ground beneath that throne is like, yeah, it's cracking. That stage, you know, was built. That stage, stuff like that. You up there on stage, you know, be, being your solar plexus chakra energy. Next thing you know, yes, stage starts splitting, man. Woods are coming up, so you gonna have to move the fuck off. You know, Luna. Even this, Luna is in harmonious aspect to Saturn. Sometimes Uranus, sometimes not Uranus or Pluto and stuff like that. It's still like you still gonna be on that stage or on that throne, wherever, in the ground cracking, the stage trying to fall apart somewhere and stuff like that. Like I'm not budging. Fits energy. I'm not budging. Fuck it. I'm not budging. I'm right here. I ain't budging. Hard aspect of Saturn. Um, Sometimes Uranus. Sometimes not. If it's the not or Pluto and stuff like that, then be like, you know what? Let me just move around. Let just move around. Let's just move my throne over to a more stable piece of ground, or like if you're up on stage, like, man, let me let me put crux on the show, foot feed plan, so like that come back when this shit get fixed, or like or like get off stage, still do what you do, urine and stuff like that, or just perform somewhere else that's stable. Or since it's Uranus type and stuff like that, or move to the side of the stage that's still intact and be very, very careful. Alright, but yeah, that's it. I Serene, high vibrational lunar there half of the rotation, and positive motivation. Aries day for the next rotation when rotate towards Helios. Because planetary day start when rotate towards Helios. All right, peace.